Hey, what's up guys, aarava here, and welcome back to the episode of my F1 2020 Manager Career Mode here with McLaren for episode number 15 today for the Brazilian Grand Prix. The second last race of this season is upon us. If you guys did miss the previous one, then be sure to go check that one out before you see this one. But going into then Brazil, feeling good about where we are. Obviously, we're just trying to get the best results we can, really, because we've very much solidified where we are in the championship. We've now, got off the back of last episode that really nice injection of 65 million for next year's car as well. So that's looking good as well. I was a little bit worried we weren't going to have enough funds for next year's car to build a solid car, but now we definitely do. Obviously, last race was a little bit hit and miss for Lando Norris, around the back of Lance Stroll. I'm going to say accidents happen, no big deal. I don't want to blame Lando too much there. His morale will be increased there, so that's all fine and dandy. I think I bagged on Norris enough previously in this series. But let's have a quick look then at what we got going on there. This guy needs a definite arrest for sure. 0.4, swap him out. A lot of these guys are tired, actually, which is a little bit annoying. We've got a few people we can hire. Level 17 here we can definitely get. That'll be 18 once he signs onto the team. I think we have one more slot available, do we? Yes, we do. So we're going to hire this other level 17, which will become 18 as well. And so those two will be good replacements in for these guys who are very tired indeed. And also there's a level 17 there that I can swap out actually as well. 1.2, swap him out, level 18 there. And then this is a predicament I have. I'm going to have to put in this level 17 here because we don't use fixing. So I'm just going to swap this guy out with this dude. And that'll be all fine. And then front jack, do we have a guy that's rested? Yes, we do. 0.5. Rear jack's kind of okay, 0.7. So we've got a 2.05 second pit stop. That's very decent, and the mistake percentage is not too high. So that's all looking very good. Of course, we're not building anything on the car because we're just saving all the money we can for next season. So we just move on then. We've now got sponsors to look at, though. For slot 4 and 6, which I said last episode, hopefully we could have some decent sponsors here to add to our fixed payment. So slot 6, we've got Ray-Ban, Fuji, and then I don't even know, Omavo. I don't know. We've got 4 stars, 4 stars, 4 stars, which is unfortunate because I think we have a 5-star appeal. We do have a 5-star appeal, but for some reason we only got 4 stars here, which is a bit of a shame. These are, well, two of them are upfront payments, and then we've got a fixed payment here. I believe this slot of the sponsorship is always going to be quite a small sum of money anyway, so let's just see what this adds up to. So 2 times 15, that'll be 4.6 million. So that's the most money over 15 races, but what we're saying per race, what these will divide down to. So we've got this middle one here by Fuji, divide that by 13. That's going to be 285k per race, so that's definitely less. And then the Ray-Ban deal, even though it's a bit more money, I definitely think will also be less, will it not? Divide by 18, yeah, 206. So 208. So that will definitely be the most money we can get per race. So we'll accept that offer. Slot 4, we've got OZ Racing, Champion, and Greenpeace is more like it, 5-star sponsorships. But Greenpeace, obviously, they've got an upfront payment of 100. That's like a whole kind of UNICEF sort of thing vibe with Barcelona, etc. Kind of you take that for the moral ground. But we're here at McLaren. We're not a top team. We can't really take the moral ground. We need the money basically. So let's have a look at this. So let's divide 9,600,000. By 15, that'll be 640k. So this will be 800k per race, definitely the most we can get, and that's a decent length as well. 15 races, 1 season basically, and that will be on the engine cover. Hardly noticeable, and it's I don't even know what OZ Racing is really meant to be. I don't know, but I'm guessing not a challenger to McLaren or whatever. So that means in terms of finances, we're bringing in 2.8 million per race still. So we've got the level basically back to where we were. So we've not lost any kind of money in this whole kind of changing in the guard of sponsorship. Because we completely changed, I think, every single, apart from Petrobras, we've got every single other sponsor changed out from what we started at the beginning of this season. So big changes here at McLaren, but we've come out greener with 65 million in the bank and still earning the same amount per race. So that's all fine and dandy. So with that, I think we can just move straight on to the Brazilian GP and pick our tyres. Right, we've got a 35% chance of rain for the race up ahead. So we'll see. I mean, Brazil's known sometimes to be a little bit iffy with weather, and there's heavy rain for practice, so that might bleed over into qualifying the race. You never know. Tyre wear is high. We'll take in 8 sets of super softs, and I think we'll take in a bunch of mediums. We'll take in 2 softs, maybe, just in case I want to swap onto them, but I don't think so. In terms of fit parts, we'll keep it the same way as we had last time, obviously, especially if Lando crashes again. Definitely just leave it the way it is, with Carlos Sainz having the better car in general overall. But let's move forward then into practice. Might be a bit of a useless one, though. It doesn't bleed over the rain into the next sessions, but everyone's in the same boat. And again, it should be a good race for us. Top speed is crucial, but acceleration and medium speed is also crucial, which we're probably lacking a little bit compared to the other top teams. So it's going to be maybe half and half chance that we're right up there, or maybe not. Right, taking practice then, send them out on the medium tyres to start off with. We've got a setup here that's saved from Sebastian Vettel in our Renault career from many, many months ago. So not sure how it will link up with a McLaren car, but let's just see how it goes then. Well, we're looking to get the medium tyre knowledge for sure. I think that's going to be quite crucial. In terms of lap time, I can't remember how long Brazil is actually as a lap, if we're going to get everything done. Because actually, surprisingly, last time at USA, we didn't get all the knowledge. We only got level 2 on the qualifying and soft tyre, I believe, was it? So let's see how this lap time goes, and let's see what we'll be able to do, basically, in terms of the bars. They're already getting to about level 1, 22 minutes. So I would say maybe we could get all 3 levels done. It's a 1:33 lap. It is quite a long lap, actually. That's quite a long lap, actually, so maybe not. So we might have to go sacrifice the qualifying knowledge, basically, and the soft tyre knowledge, but that's fine, because I don't envisage us using the soft tyre for too long in the race, to be honest, and obviously qualifying, that's not where the points are, so don't mind it too much here. So we'll just stick on the medium tyre right now. I'll check the setups once we've actually got 3 levels on the mediums. I just want to make sure we get this done first. Right, they're going to come in now. We've actually got a bit, I actually set them on a short stint, so they're going to have to come in and check their setup, but let's just see what it's like. Is it any good? Hopefully, fingers crossed. Let's see. No, not very. And also, I actually forgot about the heavy rain this session, so I might not even get any. I won't get any more on the medium tyre, actually. So it's a very good thing we actually stayed out for that long to get level 2 at least on the mediums. So I think I'll finish off the race trim on a set of inters and then just go to quali on the last set of inters. We have to try and tweak this a lot then in terms of this setup. I'm guessing probably a bit more downforce then needed, because that rear wing is a little bit low, to be honest. Speed balance was fine, though, so that's all good. So handling-wise, I'm going to say oversteer, I think. I'm going to guess oversteer. Let's bump up that front wing as well a little bit, and then bring this speed balance back exactly to where we were. Yeah, we'll go with race trim again, but I will go on to a set of inters since the rain is coming out. I could maybe do a little bit on mediums still, but I won't get enough to get level 3, so I may as well just go out on inters straight away. And then let's see what Lando's saying. So he's got pretty much everything under control apart from the handling again. So we're on a hard suspension already. So yeah, definitely towards oversteer. He's actually really good on the aero. So I don't know, maybe a little bit more on a little bit more downforce, tiny tweak maybe. And the speed balance. Let's see how that works out for him. 4 laps on the inters. Yeah, send now. Because I'll want to switch it halfway through anyway to the qualifying trim. So hopefully we'll get the race trim done within 4 laps, and then we'll just move over to quali. And then I'm afraid we won't have any knowledge for the soft tyres for quali or for the race. But I think most people will be in the same boat, I would say. So let's see. Right, as they come around the bend, I think Lando can come in, and Sainz. There's literally a pixel left. Oh, please say that's gonna. I'm gonna have to leave Lando out here. Pixel. Yeah, literally, as soon as he passes it, it's going to get done, isn't it? Right, so bring Lando in now, that next lap. So that's a bit of a shame there, a bit of a waste of time. Right, Sainz in. Right, the aero's not good, but the everything else is. Right, I'm going to go the other way and kind of go for lower downforce, it seems like, because Sainz did not like that change. In terms of handling, we were okay, so I just need to bring this back to where we were, basically. I'm going to go quali trim and on the same set of intermediates. For Lando, that probably means we've gone the wrong way with him as well in aero if we went up on aero. So we need to go down on aero for him. But we're coming through. Right. Let's see what his setup's like. Okay, good, okay, good. Right. Okay, let's see here. 84%, that was great. So really, we haven't really improved it that much. We've gone from poor to okay. So somewhere in the middle is maybe going to be where the handling needs to be. That's great. That's great. That's good, actually. That's great. So let's bring that to there. Let's see that little tweak, and then let's lower the downforce a little bit and see how this works. I think that may be a little bit... okay, that might be the one. Hopefully that is the one. Right. Qualifying trim, 3 laps, and no, 70s. Let's go. Right, last minute of quali. We're just going to send Sainz out again because his setup's not pin perfect, basically. We've got 97, though, on Lando, so that's all fine. I'll send him out again, 3 lap. Well, actually, I'll do 1 lap, really, because there's no point. There's only 1 minute left. So, send him out quickly again on that set of inters. And then Sainz, as we end the session, can we have a look at what his setup's going to be? Can we bring him in time? Let's go. Come in. The checkered flag before. I don't know why we keep focusing on Norris there. Come in. There we go. That's more like it. 2 excellents and a great. At the very end of it, we finally get a good setup for Sainz. So, we've got level 3 on inters, level 3 race trim, 2 quali, and 2 medium. So, I would not be opposed to rain in quali and the race. That would be fine by me, to be honest, but I don't think we'll get it, to be fair. But I think everyone is going to lack some super soft knowledge for quali, or if they don't, they're going to lack some medium tire knowledge for the race. So I think we're still looking okay, I think. In terms of raw pace, we're only 11th and 14th, but that was in the wet, and also I was tweaking the setup the entire time, so hopefully that's not actually our true pace. Right, so in terms of quali, we don't have knowledge on the soft tire, so I don't really know where to go with this. Quali trim, I guess maybe taking the intermediates, because if there's a chance of rain, that definitely will help us. The medium tires definitely we're not going to use, so we may as well take intermediate knowledge, which is a bit weird to think about because it's bone dry right now, but we'll see how it goes. We'll send them out on a set of soft tires here. Hopefully get through into Q2, no issue really. I could use super softs to be honest as well, but I'll just see what this bank lap says. All right, about 3 minutes to go. Sitting pretty in P9.11 actually, so some decent pace actually on those soft tires there. So I think the raw pace should put us around where Vettel is, I would hope, I think, that jump in terms of time, around P6. So hopefully we can kind of maybe just nip at the heels on the top teams there. You got Grosjean in P2, though, so I think the session's a little bit out of whack in terms of who's going fast there. Grosjean and the Haas in P2. Very surprising, but ending the session into Q2, no issues there. But I don't think, sadly, there's going to be any rain whatsoever this today on Saturday. So literally just flying with no knowledge on any tyre, really. Right, so here we go. Super soft tyres to get us through into Q3, and the tyre compound we will start the race on tomorrow. Track grip's going up, so might need to send a second lap, you never know. But let's see how now finally we do on the same set of tyres versus the top guys here. Both with good setups now, and the car, I don't know. I mean, it seems to be working well so far. I think those medium tire lap times were decent, so this should be pretty good, I think. So let's see. Obviously, Sainz sets purples because no one else has set times yet, although we are going faster than Hamilton. He's not beaten us yet on his lap, so that's good news for us. Sainz 29.7, and Hamilton is 0.6 off, so looks like we do indeed have some decent, well, at least with Sainz, some decent pace, because Norris is 0.8 off him, so that's maybe the difference of the car, difference in the driver a little bit as well. But let's see. Vettel comes through, though, 0.5 faster than us. So there's some massive gaps here. 1.4 off the fastest time there with Lando Norris. So a lot of improvement for him. I think we need to send him out again just to kind of see what he could maybe do. We've got the tyres to burn because I'm not going to use all of them in the race, am I? So I may as well send Norris out again and just see what he can do, really, with the track grip going as high as it possibly can at the end of this session. Let's just see if he can try and improve and get about... I'll be happy if we get to about P5, you know, 9/10 off Vettel. I'll be happy with that. So let's see. It's 2 whites, though. So that's not an improvement at all across the line. And he does improve in the last sector, to be fair. Jumps up to P8, but not really the improvement I was looking for. So probably need to buck up a little bit, mate, in the top 10 shootout there. But we're through into Q3, obviously, so that's all fine and good. So let's see if maybe now we can get some good luck and Norris can get some form in this final part of qualifying. Right, here we go, Q3. It is all dry. Going to send them out straight away because track grip is already very high. So let's see. Carlos Sainz and Lando Norris. Can we aim for... I'm going to say the second row, at least with one of them. I think the second row is definitely possible with one of them, I feel. We technically got the first row in Q2. But I think probably other cars will step up the game a little bit in the Q3 session, so hopefully just the second row. But let's see, perfect and overheated for the outlap there, so a little bit half and half in terms of how their preparation is. But let's see, at the moment though, you can see what I mean by stepping up. Sainz sets a purple in first and second, but Hamilton beats it in the first and in the second as well. So Hamilton's really stepping up his game in the last part of qualifying here. Sainz across the line, 130.3. That's a lot slower than he did in Q2 there. He's got a lot of improvements. 9/10 off Hamilton. There's a massive improvement to make there for both Sainz and Norris. That is appalling as a first lap time there. And, oh, the rain has come out. Oh, that might just seal the session then. What? That's so annoying. Even with sealing the session then, with P6 and 7 and 8. we're basically just where we're kind of meant to be. Basically just outside the top 3 teams. Oh, man. That first run was just horrendous. They could have easily gone at least, you know, where Bottas was, P4, on the second row, if we take the Q2 times. Now the rain's out, but we're not going to improve a lap time on Inters, are we? So there's no point going out, really. So that is sadly it. That is qualifying over for us, P7 and 8. Unless the AI car magically improves their time on Inters. Alright, so it's race time then. It's going to be, well, dry to start off with. There was some surprise rain there on Saturday, so maybe there's some surprise rain to come here on Sunday. But we'll take in the medium tyre knowledge, because I think we'll be on those tyres for the longest. Go straight onto the mediums, I think, after these super soft tyres, because these go 8 laps only. So, yeah, definitely go onto mediums. We've got a lot of catching up to do, basically, in this race. This is a comeback drive, because we're not where we want to be. I think we should have had the pace for at least row 2, I would say. So definitely a bit of catching up to do in the first few laps. I say we go hard on the super softs and pit in early and try to get an undercut going on the mediums and see where we go from there, basically. All right, so here we go then to 5 red lights. 2 at the Brazilian Grand Prix from P7 and 8 on the grid. 4 lights are out and we're on the way. And it's a bit of a slow start, really, for Carlos Sainz and Lando Norris. Oh, no, Sainz pushed wide and he's down to P16, 17, 18. Horrendous, down to P20. Worse, 22nd. He's just tumbling as his tyres are also gone a little bit there. Lando Norris down to P13. It's been a calamity of a start here. Lando finally picking up the pieces and getting back up into P9. Any more? P8. There we go. Come on, go through. P7, making his way through now to the... Oh, he's hit. He's hit. Is he hit Stroll again? Is that Stroll? No, that's not. It's Sergio Perez. He's hit another Racing Point car and got another penalty, I think, potentially. He's under investigation right now. He's got no damage, but he's got a drive-through. Absolutely flipping amazing, Norris. You really are testing my patience here. We did all this work earlier in the season to make you happy, to re-sign you to the team, or, make sure you weren't leaving the team. And now, honestly, I wouldn't mind decking you from the team, because you've crashed now 2, 3, 4 races in total, I think, in the season. Sainz has recovered up into P9, so he's done a mega job from P22 to P9, to be fair to him here. But now Lando serves as drive-through, and he's at the back of the grid, so that's absolutely horrendous. Great. That's very annoying. I don't know what we can do now with Lando. He's down to last place. We're going to have to hope for a miracle. We're going to have to hope for some rain. I'm not too sure. Meanwhile, with Sainz, we can serve the tyres a little bit and try and keep them going a little bit longer. Lando, we may as well pit in very soon, I think. Let's go for one more lap, and then we'll pit in for Lando Norris here, because there's no point going on any longer. Right, go mediums, pit strategy fast, come in. Hopefully that'll just be a good undercut for him at least. With Sainz got worn tyres now, we'll keep on going for a little bit longer. Lando, driving mistake there. He overtakes one car, so he's up into P23. He's locked up though. But he's all still good. Right, in 9%. He's gained 1.8 though on that in-lap, so that was a good in-lap for him. Right, on to mediums, please. Fast pit stop. Yep, no mistake. Good stuff. Right, long time on these tyres now, mate. So go medium neutral, and you're just going for a very, very long drive, basically, mate. That's the only way I can say it, really. Meanwhile, with Sainz, let's go overtake mode. We've got some fuel to burn. Let's try and push on a little bit longer and see how long will everyone stretch these tyres for. Lap 6, I say we should go now. I think we should come in this lap. Let's go come in this lap. Gaining 5 tenths there. 1.1. That's a good in lap there, I would say. Let's go into mediums. Undercut. Fast pit stop. Let's go. Hamilton comes in. Leclerc in. But a lot of people staying out there. So we should get a good undercut going, hopefully. It's a good fast pit stop. Out in P19. But we'll carry on pushing on this set of tyres and on the outlap there. Meanwhile, Lando Norris down in P24, last place. He's got a long way to go in this Grand Prix. And it's going to be a very lonely race, I think, for him, to be honest. Meanwhile, Sainz, we're up into P13 still. Some top guys yet to pit. And we've got a lot of runners who are actually not pitting this Grand Prix full stop because they started on mediums. So we'll keep on going here. Is there any rain coming? No, no rain coming. Going to get past that Williams car. We're going to go medium now. And neutral, just because now we need to protect the tyres a little bit here. But we're up into P10. We're ahead of Albon, at least. So we've overtaken a Red Bull car as well. But he's re-overtaken us there, down the inside. So we carry on going. Soon, I think Magnussen and Alonso will pit. So we should be up into... We should get 1, 2, 3, 4... 4 with Ocon. 4 free places. So we should be up into P7 or 8. And also Albon ahead of us is just... He's got a pit. He's got a drive-through. So that's absolutely amazing for us. So that's another 3 positions. So Sainz up into P9 already, and that'll be 3 more positions, so P7. Or P6 rather, actually. Lando Norris, meanwhile, P18. He's overtaken a few cars. His tyre wear is okay, to be fair, actually, considering he pit 2 laps earlier than Sainz. But he's so out of sync with the GP because he's just going to have to pit so much earlier than everyone else. So I don't really know how to work this one. Let's just see how this progresses here. Right, lap 15, 18 laps to go. We are in P7 now with Carlos Sainz, like I said. Ocon, though, has actually got ahead of us on the super soft tyres. So not too. I think we're looking to jump in basically with our strategy. Lando Norris is in P16. He's in a massive train, to be fair. So I say we start pushing, go a little bit more aggressive here, and try and see what we can do by overtaking some cars. So let's see, up into P15, 14, 13. Come on, 13. There we go. 12 down the inside. Come on, get him. Yes, P12. So some good overtakes there for Lando Norris. So keep him going, mate. P11, actually, you're not too far off points now, but we're going to have to pit earlier than most people there, but that was a given. But I think he's making a good recovery from where he was. Obviously, though, he's only got himself to blame for that recovery, but still. Sainz, though, what are we saying with him? He's also obviously recovering. I think we would have been around P5, I reckon. I reckon P5 or 4 if we didn't run wide to start that race, because they're only just there, which I think is the difference that Sainz lost by running wide and going down to last place, pretty much. Right, so with him, we'll carry on like this for a little bit longer. I would say maybe, I don't know, how long do these tyres go for apparently? 6 laps. So that'll be lap 23. And then we could go to a set of super softs at the end, actually, I think, with Sainz, go a bit more aggressive. With Norris, I think we pit in on the next lap or 2, to be honest. Go to another set of mediums. Yeah, 2 laps. I say, yeah, let's throw the kitchen sink at it. Let's pit on this next lap and go on to another set of mediums to the end of the Grand Prix. Right, Norris closing up on Grosjean here as he comes into the pit lane. Low fuel, comes in, fast pit stop, good stuff. And we will actually jump Grosjean there. I think we jumped Grosjean, did we? Yes, we did in the pit lane. So good work there by the pit crew. Right, we'll go medium and pushing for now. Just on the outlap to make sure we don't get overtaken. Although we do by the Haas car. That Haas is looking pretty good actually in the hands of Grosjean, to be fair. Right, Sainz, he's got a lot of fuel to play around with. We've got some tyre wear to play around with. So let's go pushing, and then we'll go overtake mode on lap 21, I would say. Right, overtake mode on lap 21, and also max attack, and we're going to gain about 4 tenths there on the second sector, 1.1 gain there. I think it's a good time to come in, I think. 10 laps to go. The super softs go 10 laps apparently, so let's go for it. Fast pit stop. Right, Sainz, come on. This is for good solid points here, hopefully. Good recovery for you from going wide. P7 there, ahead of Ocon still, and we should get Sergio Perez as well. So we'll be up into P6, I think. Hopefully, if everything goes to plan and everything's all good. With Lando Norris, P11. He's just out to the points, actually, so just got to keep on nipping away, and hopefully, maybe just get 1 or 2 measly points. Right, oh, we got some last-minute rain here that I did not see on the radar. This just got interesting. Verstappen's pit already, so he's got a jump on us here. We'll go full max out attack with everything here now that we got, because in 1 or 2 lap time, it's going to be time for the Inters. Right, keep on going. It's going to start to rain a little bit now, but we've overtaken Perez already, overtaken Leclerc, because he's gone too early onto Inters, way too early onto Inters, and we'll overtake Verstappen, and we're up into P3 now, and now is the time for intermediates, I think. Where's Norris? He's just crossed the pit lane. I think he's still going to be fine, to be honest, so we'll keep on pushing. I've got to go low fuel with both cars, though, now, because I've got to save some fuel, but the pushing on the tyres alone should be good enough to keep us going here. We'll pit in on this lap, intermediates, fast pit stop there, pit in, intermediates, fast pit stop there. We've got 7 laps to go, so yeah, it's definitely worth pitting, definitely have to pit. But we've done some good work there, overtaking the cars whilst it was still dry. Now it's getting a little bit wet, but Sainz in for Inters on low fuel. Come on. Okay, we get re-overtaken by a few cars there, but on to Inters now, P6. So we're back to where we were, really. Actually +1, because we overtook Perez. We've actually got that overtake done and dusted. Norris is in. He's P7. He might fall down to P10, but that'll still be points, actually. So come on. No mistake on the pit stop. Good stuff. P9. Okay. Good stuff. Right, go full out attack. Obviously 7 laps, so not too long. So could afford to overheat the tyres. And and just hope the fuel's good enough. Right, we're P6. We are closing up to Leclerc, who's going a little bit slow here. We're on high fuel because we've got enough fuel to burn with Sainz with his good... oh, and he's got P5. Who slipped up there? Verstappen. Oh, Verstappen, I think he's made a pit stop. Yeah, he's made a late pit stop, Verstappen has. So jumped up to P5 then, thanks to a late pit stop by Verstappen. And we're still closing up on Leclerc here. And we're saving some good fuel on this next lap. So let's go to high, sector 3. Leclerc's tyres wearing out. He's going to pit anyway. So either way, we'll get him. Kvyat spun. We're up into P4 now. Lando Norris now can go high fuel. He's P9. Will anyone else pit? No. Leclerc pits and actually comes just out ahead. Oh, but he spun. Leclerc spun. So Norris could get him. Come on, man. Keep going. Final lap of the Grand Prix. Overtake mode for Sainz. And Sainz somehow is going to recover from what was last place, having gone wide, to 4th place in this race. Absolutely mega stuff here. Keep on going, mate. Right, low fuel now. Low fuel, medium fuel for Norris, P9. He's keeping Leclerc honest somewhat there. But here we go now. Last sector for Carlos Sainz through into P4 of the Brazilian Grand Prix. Mega stuff there, mate. Mega job. And then for Lando Norris will come through the last bend. P9 for him. He had a drive-through, so that's also a recovery drive. Little bit annoyed still at him of having that drive-through in the first place, but that's just how it goes sometimes. But Carlos Sainz, brilliant recovery drive there. P4 showing why he's definitely, I would say, the leader of the team for sure. This season and probably going to the next season here. Good drive then. I think, you know, we're only 4 seconds off Bottas actually, so you know what could have been if he didn't run wide. I think we could have definitely been right up there for P2 maybe even in that race, you know. But that's just the way it goes. But still, very good race. Actually, very fun one at the end as well. And right, so going into the last race then, Sainz looking pretty good still in P3s. 3 points ahead of Bottas. I think that's our goal for the last race of the season, is trying to get Sainz, keeping him in P3. That would be mega for him in a McLaren in 2020 to be in P3 in the championship. For Lando, I think he's pretty much in no man's land at P7, unfortunately. And the constructors, of course, we're in no man's land with Red Bull and Ferrari there. So it's really just the focus is going to be next episode on Carlos Sainz, ending out the season, hopefully, with a bang of beating Bottas and maintaining the P3 in the championship, I think. I think that's kind of almost like he did in real life in 2019, best of the rest. This is his 2020 best of the rest, you know. He can't beat Vettel Hamilton because they're in the championship fight together. So he may as well beat the teammates, basically, Leclerc and Bottas there for P3. But all in all, another decent episode, much better than USA actually, I would say, in terms of the entertainment factor that was at the end there with the rain as well. I think that was really good to see Sainz overtake quite a few cars there. As soon as I knew straight away, as soon as 2 of them went to Inters way too early, I knew straight away we'd gain some time there. But of course, then we had to make the pit stop, but worked out in the end. So guys, if you did enjoy that episode, then be sure to hit that like button. Let me know what you thought in the comments below. If you are new and hit subscribe for weekly full-on content, I've been aarava. I'm just today. I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.